Hey, welcome back to Turbo Talk. I'm Turbo, and it is time for another Turbo Talk because I want to just continue on the last video that I made, and that was the coaching video, and we were talking about the three speeds, and and so and basically, so I know I've said other things out. So the most important thing is to decide what you're wanting to do, and we can talk about that for a minute. Let's just go into that. That's not where I was going to go, but we're going to go into that. We're going to talk about, all right, so there's many reasons to run. And so you could be running just to condition yourself, or you could be running to train for something, or you could run for the purpose of that's just what you want to do. And those things are all easily defined: conditioning, training, and practice. All right, and so if you want to be a runner, you got to run. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you want to run faster, go faster. It's just that simple. All right, and so, but practicing is nothing more than a form of doing something that you want to be. If you want to be a runner, run. And that means if you want to be a good runner, practice running. And those are the three speeds, and we're going to get into that a little bit further down the road. All right. And so then conditioning then is basically, hey, I just want an overall strong, healthy body so that I can go up and I don't know, be a swimmer or be a biker or be able to do my chores or be able to just get up out of bed. Conditioning is basically above health. I guess health was another form of running. So why do you run? Oh, so I can stay healthy. Okay. Well, if you're running to stay healthy, I just want to tell you right now, this is a secret. Don't tell anybody. Actually, tell the whole world. I'm telling you, walking is better than running. All right, for health. Yep, all the way around. All right. Now, a little mix of run and walk intervals, so you can get in a little bit of a interval type run walk, and you're there. You're a healthy person. And walking is going to lose weight more. So if you got weight loss, it's going to be more in walking or going for extremely long periods of time, like over an hour, at a kind of like a brisk walk or an easy walk. But nonetheless, all right. So yeah, but so conditioning then, back to conditioning. Conditioning is nothing more than getting your body prepared to be strong in other things. And so those things are, so the sooner you get it done, the way it works is that you don't receive any adaptation until you hit a physical state of exhaustion. So therefore, you can do that in 1 minute or you can do it in 2 hours. It doesn't matter. But if it's just fitness, of course, you got to remember, we got to match it up with whatever our real goal is. All right. And so then training is the other element. So now you are actually going to put together a regimen that you're going to go ahead and say that, listen, my overall goal is to run this far, this fast. And I'm going to train to get there using the three speeds. That's what training is. That's putting it strategically together so that you have a long run and that you have a tempo run and you have an interval run. Okay? But don't forget, if you're practicing, you have other runs. So that's where the cross training comes in. You can go up and get your recovery run because you really can't recover because you just can't run slow enough or easy enough or whatever. So those would be your other speeds. So there's two other speeds or three other speeds you could actually add to the three speed series. And that would be basically what we call a recovery run. Yeah. And that's where you just really run, and just because but you're going to recover. So it's not usually very long, and it's not usually super fast. It could be fast. It doesn't have to be fast. It could be whatever. It's just short distance. And then you got your other little runs, that, well, I like to call them base runs, really. And so now we're in the moderate stage again. And so moderate has got all kinds of places and ways to do it. You can always progressive or tempo or steady state. All right. Tempo and steady state are very close, and progressive is actually easier. Okay. And probably by far better when it comes to the risk of injury. And so that's part of training too. So when you get into training, you have to factor in, well, so on all of it, any of it. But training, you're when you're training, you're actually pushing elements of your body, and that in a way that are you recovering or are you not recovering? And that is the most important part of training program. Any training regimen, the number one thing that has to happen is recovery. Hey, that's enough for this particular video. So I just took this into a little bit further depth. I went ahead and brought in the ways that you can actually do your 3 speeds, or like we talked about today, there's probably 2 or 3 more that we can throw in there. Moderate itself has actually got medium. Come on, right? Hey, thanks for watching. Be your best. Goodbye.